All right, cool. You guys give me a brief introduction of yourselves.
So, Marcos Caballero, head coach of Coachella Boxing Club.
Y Espinosa, the director of the Coachella Boxing Club.
All right, thank you. And what was your first impression of Troy when you first met her?
To me, it was
Okay. The first impression to me
it's the wrong time.
it's
I don't know why. I don't know why.
So bye-bye.
All right, gentlemen, can you give me a brief introduction of yourselves?
But to me, the first time I saw
That's your name.
my name. The first impression of me when I saw her, she was so pretty. I thought she was supposed to be a model. But after I saw her train, and I said, you know, that was a really great, real good fighter.
To me, especially, it's like she don't look like a fighter. She's more, like you said, more to a model than a fighter. But once we started inside the ring, it's a different story.
So with their upcoming fight with Harper, what are your thoughts about the fight, and what do you think the outcome will be?
I think, like, you know, at that level, I think it's a great fight. I mean, when you become a champion, you have to face all the champions. I think it's a great opportunity for Troy to defend the title, unify the title against another champion. I think great opportunity, and I think she's ready for this one. They train hard, done a great training camp, and I think she's 100% ready.
Me, I've been a trainer for 42 years, and I saw a lot of world champions that come through here and everything. And when Joy came up, you know, like I said, the first time that I saw her at the first fight, impressed, and now this one, I think she might do a little better.
Joy, man, Joy. Okay, go.
Joy?
Joy.
Joy, okay.
How do you feel about Troy's condition now? Where do you think she's at?
I think she's improving a lot from the first time we did the first training camp about a year ago. Probably over a year. She has improved a lot. She's a very dedicated. She pushes herself to the limit. Even come from a different style. She's been adapted real good. I think she's done great, and she's 100% ready.
Yeah, it's real hard when you see her, you know, that she's advancing. Like I said, you know, there've been a lot of world champions come through here and like this, but I like the way she adjusted right away with Marcos.
And so, in the U.S., a lot of people know who you guys are, but outside of the U.S., this mainly be for people in Korea. You've trained a lot of fighters. A lot of people have come through here. Who has been your best fighters that you've trained, and or most memorable fighters as well, and why?
To me, like, first one will be my son. I trained one to become a world champion. And two will be Chocolatito, you know, one of the best pound fighters. Joy, which is you know, it's been a challenge for me because we don't speak the same language, and it's memorable because she's a warrior, and then I learned from her, and I think she's a great fighter, and will become a new world champion again.
There's 3 guys that I trained since little guys, and they fought for the world title, and then 2 fought for the title, they didn't win it, so we could have had 6 world champions from this little gym here in Coachella, which is unusual, you know, for a little town. We're competing with the world, you know, and we've been traveling all the world with these boys. We're in Africa, Japan, England, a lot of places all over. We fought a lot of times in Madison Square Garden for the world champion, Mandalay Bay, MGM, and all that stuff, you know. So it's a blessing for us here for this little town.
Thank you for your time.